Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you how I took this desk I picked up from the side of the road and gave it a new life with a little bit of paint. I was at a friend's house one day, and if I recall correctly, we had just come back from an estate sale when we saw this cute little desk on the side of the road in her neighborhood, and we thought that it was too good to pass. As you guys have probably noticed, this desk has quite a bit of damage on the top, from scratches to stains. It looks like some water damage. The drawers were pretty messed up. They had a lot of makeup inside of them. They had some Hello Kitty stickers. And my guess is that this was used as a vanity for a young preteen girl. Now, to really understand how much needed to be fixed, I first needed to clean the entire desk from top to bottom with some soapy warm water.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you've tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet.
Once I felt the desk was fully cleaned, I needed to disassemble the drawers to remove all the additional stickies and some excess makeup that soap and water were just not getting it out.
You showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings.
Here's a quick tip for you guys. Anytime I'm disassembling a piece of furniture, I always like to put the screws in a Ziploc bag, and then I label it. This allows me to keep track of it, especially if I'm working on multiple pieces at a time. As you guys can see here, the drawers had quite a bit of makeup, and of course the multiple stickers on the face of the drawers. To remove these, I use some handy dandy Goo Gone. I put on some gloves just to protect my hands from drying out, and then I scrubbed away. For the stickers, I also used a precision knife to remove them as much as possible, and then I went in with some more Goo Gone to ensure I removed all the sticky surface.
Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. 'Cause I'm the winner, yes. Am I awake or am I dreaming?
Once I was done with the Goo Gone, it was essential I went back and cleaned the desk once again with soap and water. Goo Gone tends to leave an oily surface. But with the Goo Gone, I was able to see exactly how much water damage the desktop had, and also see the drawers were actually in pretty good shape. Okay, to prep the surface for paint, I started off by sanding it all down with a 120 grit sandpaper, ensuring to sand off away any water damage, and of course making sure the surface was nice and smooth.
I won't look back, and when I move, there ain't no stopping me. You're pushing me up to the top. I saw the clouds looking angry, but then the sky reached my mind. And when I space out, I see the possibilities unfolding the way that I want. That
Once I was done sanding, it was time to wipe off any excess dust with a little bit of water and a clean rag. Now, as you guys remember, the top surface of the desk had some major water damage. In order to avoid this water damage from happening again, I applied a layer of shellac and a clear coat to these areas. Shellac will provide a seal of resin that will eliminate any bleeding through. In this case, it's going to provide that layer of sealer where it's going to prevent the MDF from swelling with the paint, since I'm using a water-based paint. 2 quick tips for you guys. Number 1, apply an even layer of shellac to the entire surface. One thing I've learned by trial and error is that when it comes to applying shellac, it is important to cover the entire surface evenly. I've tried applying it only to the affected areas, and unfortunately, the shellac creates a thick enough layer where you can see the bumps where you applied it and where it wasn't applied. So in this case, I'm applying a layer of shellac to the entire desktop. Tip number 2, use a paintbrush that you're willing to throw away. You can clean off shellac with some mineral spirits. However, I have found it to be extremely messy and just not worth your time and effort. I like to find discounted, not super high quality brushes that I can throw away. For example, the one I'm using right now was in a bundle deal in a box where each brush cost about 75 cents. Thus, when I'm done, I'm going to simply throw it away and it won't be a big deal. Once the shellac is nice and dry, with a 220 grit sandpaper, I gave it a light sanding, ensuring the surface was smooth without any bumps, always remembering to wipe off that excess dust with a clean, wet rag. I'm excited to share with you guys that I have a painting tent. Yay! This is going to help me eliminate paint messes while using the spray gun. I'm not gonna lie, this was way harder to put together than I thought it was, but hopefully the more I use it, the easier it is. To prep the piece for paint, I started off by applying a layer of all-purpose primer. Yes, I'm the winner. After about an hour of dry time, I went in with a 220 grit sandpaper to smooth out any small bumps or imperfections. I can't emphasize how important it is to allow paint to completely dry. This particular day, it was colder than usual. And even though I waited the hour dry time the primer recommends, there was a small spot in the middle of the desk that wasn't fully dried. And when I sanded it through, it ruined the finish. I had to go back and touch it up in order to fix this mishap. But lesson learned, when the temperature's colder outside, I do have to wait a little bit longer for the paint to fully dry. And with this fix, it was time to start painting. If you guys follow my channel, you know that I like to mix and match my paint colors, and this day was no different. I mixed paint colors up I had on hand until I reached this deep, dark forest green color.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings, but now I
This time I waited about an hour and a half for the layers of paint to dry, and then I flipped the desk on its side. I wanted to make sure the entire desk was evenly painted, and I applied 2 layers of paint, sanding in between with a 220 grit sandpaper, just making sure the surface was perfect.
Your reflection on me, I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. 'Cause I'm the winner, yes. Am I awake or am I dreaming? So far gone, I won't look back. And when I move, there ain't no stopping me. You're pushing me up to the top. I saw the clouds looking angry, but then the sky reached.
To seal the piece, I used Varathane, polyurethane, triple thick, and a satin finish. Again, if you follow my channel, you know that I like to add a little bit of paint into my polyurethane. If you don't follow my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button in the bottom left corner. That way you don't miss on any new content I put out. It helps me with my goals and it doesn't cost a thing. It's a win-win-win. Anyways, back to the reason why I add paint into my polyurethane. This will prevent a couple things. With the light colors, it will prevent it from drying in a yellow undertone color. And with the dark colors, it's going to prevent it from looking cloudy. I applied 2 layers of polyurethane to the entire desk and a third layer to the top of the desk, since that's the surface that's used the most. Now, while all of that is drying off, it was time to line the inside of the desk drawers. After all, my inspiration for this desk was this green and gold wallpaper. Since I had already disassembled the drawers, I figured it would make sense to just add the lining first and then reassemble them. And that is exactly what I did. And with everything fixed, dried, it was time to assemble the drawers to prep for final touches before staging for pictures.
Mind. And when I space out, I see the possibilities unfolding the way that I want. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You cut me loose. You make me win in every way.
Okay, guys, and here's just a quick reminder. We took this freebie desk off the side of the road that it appeared to have been used as a preteen's vanity, who decided to decorate it with some stickers, cover it up with makeup, cause some water damage, and we ended up transforming it into this beautiful, deep, dark forest green desk. I love how this came out. The dark color gives it a sense of elegance. The green and gold lining gives it a little bit of personality. The beautiful gold flower handles gives it a touch of softness and delicacy. I really like and appreciate how this deep green color can be mixed and matched with a variety of tones. As you can see here, it works so well with light colors like your whites and your creams, but you can also add a little bit of pinks or sage green, gold, even silver. It is so versatile. In the end, I'm just so happy with this piece. I'm happy we were able to save it with a little bit of paint and a handful of hours worked. This desk has been given a second opportunity. As usual, if you're curious, I'll add a list of supplies and links to them in the description below. And if you like how this desk turned out, please make sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time here at Angie's Crafts Furniture Renovation. Goodbye, guys.